Please be seated. Iana Erica, Agreena Ushla, Fáilte Roivcadi and Sharman Shaw in run for Dovoctony or Didakish or Aulamorian Kalashta. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this graduation ceremony at which third level awards will be conferred on learners of Griffith College. Our panel members include Professor Dermot Hegarty, President of Griffith College, Ronan Fenlon, Dr. Frank Scott Lennon, Directors of Griffith College, Dr. Neil Meehan, Deirdre Doherty, Dr. Fiona Reardon, Heads of Faculty of Griffith College, Dr. Robbie Smith, Deputy Head of Faculty, Liz Carroll, Training and Development Manager with the Irish Small and Medium Enterprise, Mr. David McIntyre, Griffith College graduate and sports commentator with News Talk, Sky Sports and TV3, along with the programme directors and lecturers who've delivered our programmes. Con Tusa Corlesh Gilora, Iramanisha and Tullav Dermot Hegarty, Uachtaran Kalashti Grifa, Lowertling Hercown and Kalashta. I would like to begin the proceedings by inviting Professor Dermot Hegarty, President of Griffith College, to deliver a conferring address.
Your Excellency, distinguished guests, colleagues from overseas, graduates, ladies and gentlemen, Os Gaeilge, Dinúisle, Fáilte agus Cóide Galera. Anyone who has struggled to surf or plane on the crest of a wave knows the majestic moment of effortless motion, driven by the momentum of the wave one has just conquered. Graduates, today is your day on the crest of the wave. Savour this moment and the vista it gives you, and let its joy live in your memory for life. But do remember that in times of storm, we are navigated by the experience and dedication of others. Your navigators were family, partners and friends who shared your trials and tribulations, prepared meals for you, put up with your inevitable but hopefully few cranky moods, and who so readily accepted the stress that you were so relieved to pass on. Now, in the time-honoured tradition of Griffith College, I'm going to ask the parents, families and friends to stay seated while the graduates stand up. Now I'm asking you, the graduates, to turn back to your parents, families and friends and express thanks to them for the support that you've received over the last number of years by acclamation, applause or cheers. Well, given that vigorous applause, I think you've definitely earned the right to sit down. I don't mean to take away from your achievements. We readily acknowledge that this is your day. But it is nice to record, in fact, the connection and the input of those who've contributed so much to what you've achieved. As I said, it's your day, so treasure this moment. Treasure it is a special moment, and it will live vividly in your memory for many years to come. An academic award is not an entitlement of rank or class. It is earned through many hours of mental toil and diligent application. No one can take this from you, so wear your gowns with pride and hold your qualifications in the high esteem they deserve. As President of the College, you would wish me to acknowledge the work of my colleagues as members of boards, as heads of faculty, as lecturers, administrators and librarians, and indeed faculty members whose work contributed to your success today. It's a great pleasure for me to welcome the recipient of our Professional Excellence Award, Micheál Marhuitic, accompanied by his wife, Helena. I would also like to welcome His Excellency, Mr. Allegheny Cyprian Siko, Ambassador of the Republic of South Africa, and Liz Carroll, Training and Development Manager of ISME, and Joseph Ryan, a very good friend from Athlone Institute of Technology. May I also welcome Jennifer Rothwell of Rothwell Design and Helen McAlinden, Dawson Ridge. Our media students consistently excel when it comes to receiving nominations and awards, with 4 awards presented this year. James McKeown, Photographer of the Year. David Fogarty, Sports Photographer of the Year. Hope you get a chance to photograph Micheál Marharty. Claudia Verdecchia, TV Production of the Year. And Daniel Maldonado, the Road Safety Award. Current students and graduates today were not only Griffith Award winners, not the only Griffith Award winners. A 2002 BA graduate, Will Faulkner, won the National Radio Award. His Midlands Today show was named Ireland's best current affairs programme at the PPI Annual Radio Awards in October. And I mention this so you can look forward to the great heights in front of you all. Your lecturers too have been in awards too. Tanya Doyle, Programme Director of the BA in Film and TV Production, saw her Water Lilies documentary made with Griffith lecturer Daniel Hegarty, I do know. He saw them win the Best International Short Documentary Award at the Melbourne Documentary Film Festival. We must also congratulate 2 lecturers in particular, Ryan Brennan from the Journalism and Media faculty and Wendy Doyle from the Design faculty, who recently were presented with the National Teaching Award at Dublin Castle. And I think maybe today, and indeed yesterday, I think we may indeed have cause to reflect upon the impact of media. One wondered, in fact, and I certainly found myself asking the question yesterday, was the United States populated entirely by white uneducated males? Or was it that the media had not fully appreciated the power of communication and had not fully appreciated the impact of the sheer arrogance of the expression white uneducated male? Our design and fashion graduates are also outstanding in their field. Their reputation is highly regarded, and they're actively sought after by employers upon completion of their programs. Our graduates currently working in some of the best-known design houses in architecture and fashion industries, such as Anna Sui, Simon Rocha, Gareth Pugh, Rick Owens, Vivienne Westwood, IKEA, RKD, Henry James Lyon, O'Donnell O'Neill, to name but a few. They are winners of numerous Young Designer Awards, nationally and internationally. The fashion design students completed a hat trick at the DIT Student Design Awards this year. Graduates Sarah Murphy and Clodagh Knight took first and second place, while second-year student Aurélie Payet took third place. Eat your heart out, DIT. Sarah Murphy completed her own hat trick, adding Rose of Tralee and Kerry Fashion Week Young Designer of the Year to her belt. The college is delighted with the hard work of our students and lecturers. Today's graduates showcased their final year projects at the Creative Show last May, and industry representatives were very impressed with the quality of their work. They clearly inspired the second year students to great heights, whose various 1916 design projects were displayed in Arna's store and on O'Connell Street. 1916 was also the subject of our master's students here today, of their project, which was exhibited in the Fumbly Exchange. They were comparing 1916 with Sarajevo, which Head of Faculty Deirdre Doherty will describe later. They all received an amazing response from the media and the public. We don't need to tell today's graduates that the key to success lies under the alarm clock. Bosses don't usually accept notes from your mother. We're delighted to include in today's ceremony the second ever group of graduates from the MA in Training and Education, in addition to those from the Postgraduate Diploma in Education and Embedded Special Purpose Certificate launched in 2008. These programs, undertaken by full and part-time educators and trainers with busy schedules, reflect their commitment to teaching, of which both they and we should be very proud. Also graduating this ceremony are graduates of our own collaborative programme with ISME, the Irish Small and Medium Enterprise Association. It is the independent organisation for which Irish small and medium-sized business sector, and represented today by Liz Carroll. SMEs account for 52% of total employment, 52%, and 68% of private sector employment in companies ranging in size from 1 to 250. SMEs play a central role in the future success of the Irish economy. Griffith is delighted to support SMEs through the two programmes delivered in Dublin and Cork as they face major strategic decisions for the future success of their businesses. The SMEs represented here today are trading in countries all around the world. While Brexit is a new challenge, it is replacing the recent recession. What makes SMEs succeed is we don't know all of the answers for the future in the business world. Things are a bit different for those who have to get by in real time, but all face current challenges. Griffith College is delighted to have ongoing involvement in the government funding the HEA-funded Springboard initiative. It empowers learners from a variety of different backgrounds to upskill and cross-skill and avail of real job opportunities. 1,195 learners in total have been funded to attend QQI-validated courses funded by Springboard since 2011. This year, a further 205 learners are being funded to attend conversion colleges funded by Springboard in the college this year. We're delighted to have Springboard graduates here today from certificate and diploma in building information modelling and graphics illustration, and the certificate and diploma in entrepreneurship and project management. These have benefited from this initiative. Their motivation and dedication is truly inspiring. They clearly prove that third level education is not just for the immediate school leaver, but for all of us throughout our lives. This is truly a group of an international group of graduates. We have students from 26 countries graduating today. Now that you're part of the Griffith alumni, don't hesitate to set your sights on the pinnacle of your profession. Your standards are set by your fellow alumni, who last year took 32 prizes, and so far this year, another 32 across all accounting body examinations. And these include 11 top 10 world ACA placings, comprises 3/6 in the world from 480,000 students worldwide. That's in 178 different countries, together with 12 first places in CPA examinations in 2015. Also commendable are your colleagues in law, who took 50 prizes in law citation examinations in recent years, just to show that the prizes are not just in journalism and design. You can choose the road, you can choose the road of the optimist or the pessimist. A pessimist sees difficulty in every opportunity. An optimist sees opportunity in every difficulty. Remember that immediately a difficulty presents itself, you have the opportunity to gain advantage by being the first to surmount the obstacle. We all have a natural tendency to leave the difficult to last, forgetting that the more readily we negotiate the thorns, the closer we smell the roses. Brexit is a perfect example. Many will bemoan the vulnerability of Ireland's much higher level of trade with Britain than our European counterparts, and the 25% price increase in Ireland's exports to Britain due to sterling's related devaluation in the last 12 months. We forget an equivalent advantage lies in importing British products to Ireland, and hopefully the sterling devaluation will be temporary. While focusing on the prospect of a hard border, we forget that Ireland's unique advantage in the services sector of providing an English-speaking base in the European Union. In this connection, the opportunities for the IFSC are commonly cited. Our educational institutions are also being sought out as English-speaking research partners by UK universities seeking access to European research funds. The Maori proverb, to my mind, puts it quite well. Turn your face to the sun, and the shadows fall behind you. Remember, the sun will rise and set regardless. What you do with the light is up to you. Some of you may even feel that life's events are not necessarily under your control. Indeed, many parents will recall from their youth the words, "Que sera, sera." Whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera. I propose to Abraham Lincoln's opposite viewpoint. The best way to predict your future is to create it. The sooner you embrace that journey, the better. Because on that journey, time flies, but you are the pilot. Have no doubt great challenges await you, particularly to do things you've never done before. Just remember, the expert in anything was once a beginner. Remember the turtle. In order to move, it has to stick its neck out. So don't hide in a shell. You are going to fall. Don't worry how many times. Just make sure it's one less than the number of times you get back up. Remember, you're a student as long as you still have something to learn. Hopefully, that's for the whole of your life. Don't be discouraged like a school child responding after the first day at school to his mother's question, "What did you learn today?" Obviously not enough. They want me back again tomorrow. Indeed, before we get too serious, let me tell you the story about the hard-working father speaking to his millennial son about the virtues of a lifetime's hard work, pointing out, son, if you really want something in this life, you have to work for it. Indeed, waxing eloquent on his theme, he drew on his hard-working days as a schoolboy, memorizing Milton's Paradise Lost. Long is the way and hard that out of hell leads up to light. At which point the son interjects and says, hold on for a second, Dad. They're just announcing the lotto numbers. Us hard-working parents have all been through that. Your day will come. Just as we seek to rely on you for our future, we must pledge in return a future for Griffith College in which you will be proud to call yourselves a Griffith graduate. Key to the value of your award will be university status for Griffith College, and the college's programmes are already accredited by Quality and Qualifications Ireland, and they are internationally benchmarked through the Irish National Qualifications Framework. And through that framework, and through that benchmarking, in fact, and through the Bologna process, are accepted throughout the world. So our students progress to masterships in universities throughout the world. QQI has devolved to Griffith College responsibility for the operation of programme validation. The next stage is delegation of authority to make awards, for which Griffith College has applied, and which is now legally possible under recent legislation passed by Dáil Éireann. As institutes of technology, through amalgamation, become technological universities, we feel it is only a matter of time before a similar path will be open to us. So, to all graduates, looking forward to your future as we do to ours, may I express the hope that over your period with us, Griffith College will have found a place in your hearts as you have in ours. I want you to know you're always welcome on campus, socially, educationally, or just to show off the new BMW. Now that you're on the crest of the wave, the words of Albert Pike might be borne in mind as you look to the future. Those who endeavour to serve, to benefit, and improve the world are like swimmers who struggle against a rapid current in a river lashed into angry waves by the winds. Often, wind and wave roar over their heads. Often they beat them back and baffle them. Many yield to the stress of the current. Only here and there, the stout, strong hearts and vigorous arms struggle on towards ultimate success. I wish you strong arms and vigorous journey to success. May I conclude by congratulating you on that success and wishing you may harness the knowledge and experience you acquired in Griffith College to achieve what you richly deserve, a successful and fulfilling career. Thank you.
Uachtaráin, sé tullan coláiste, gradam bar fiawish profisiúnta a bhrunna Mícheál Ó Muircheartaigh. President, it is the wish of the College to confer a Professional Excellence Award. I call upon David McIntyre to present Mícheál Ó Muircheartaigh for the Griffith College Professional Excellence Award.
Thank you. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, President of the College, students, current students, congratulations on your big day today, and alumni of Griffith College. It's an honour to be here this morning. It really is, on the day that the College confers its Professional Excellence Award on one of the finest sports commentators in the history of broadcasting, both home and abroad. And I think most in this room, if not all, will agree, the owner of arguably the most distinctive voice on Irish radio. It is, of course, the legendary Mícheál Ó Muircheartaigh. For those of you that don't know me, I'm a former student at Griffith College. I studied here in 2006. I studied the Higher Diploma in Journalism and Media Communications, as it was known at the time. I decided at the time, while working full-time with Ulster Bank, that if I was to pursue what my dream was, which was to be a sports commentator, that an education in journalism wouldn't be a bad place to start. For many of us with a real passion for sport from a very early age, we'll have memories of our childhood when we played out some of the great moments of Irish sport on the local green with our friends, with our brothers and sisters, or often even alone, all the while commentating aloud, mimicking the intonation, the style, the accents of the greatest commentators in Britain and Ireland. For me, it was the wonderful Bill McLaren if I was holding a rugby ball at the time. If it was football, it was always Barry Davies that I was pretending to be. And if ever it was GAA, and it often was, it could only ever have been Micheál or Murhertig. Few people that this country has produced have ever had more of an impact on their area of expertise than this man from just outside Dingle, County Kerry. It was March 1949, the year my father was born, when as a student Micheál took on his first piece of live commentary. It was a hurling match involving UCD at Croke Park. Of course, Micheál, being a Kerry man, didn't have too much knowledge of hurling at the time, but it was very obvious immediately that he had this incredible talent. It was apparent to RTE as well, and RTE Radio wasted no time in offering Micheál regular work as an understudy in the beginning to the legendary Micheál O'Hare, not only in Gaelic games, but his other passion, which of course was greyhound racing. And over the next 60 years, Micheál's ability to bring the events out on the field into the homes of so many people, painting the picture of the game, the players and the spectacle, it saw him become beloved amongst Irish people all over the world. This is a nation that has been rocked by emigration for the best part of 250 years. And Micheál's devotion to his craft was crucial, long before the days of email and Skype, uniting families, friends, at home and abroad, as they closed in around the radios on All-Ireland final day. Micheál took them inside the gates of Croke Park, almost as if they were sitting in that old Hogan stand themselves, not listening in far-flung places such as Boston or Sydney or Vancouver. His brilliance in English and Oscuelga, well, it was wrapped around some of the greatest sporting moments and landmark days in Irish sport. It was a career that encompassed 52 All-Ireland senior finals, moments such as the final fling of the great Kerry team in 1986, my first All-Ireland final, when Pat Spillane helped Kerry come from behind to win their 8th All-Ireland under Mick O'Dwyer against Tyrone. Donegal's maiden All-Ireland 6 years later, or the extraordinary comeback of Ger Loughnane's Clare team against Offaly in 1995. Indeed, one of Micheál's great attributes was the simplicity and the clarity of his commentaries as Gaeilge. Listeners who had spoken little or no Irish since their school days were still able to understand enough to feel part of the occasion as Micheál painted the pictures for them. He retired in 2010. His final All-Ireland commentary was Cork's 1-point win over Down at Croke Park. And on the 30th of October that year, he brought the curtain down on his stellar career when he called Ireland's international rules test against Australia, also at Croke Park. Thankfully, we can still hear the unmistakable voice of Micheál here and there. He'll pop up regularly on Radio na Gaeltachta, at the various charity events that he devotes his time to, and on 1 or 2 TV programmes as well on RTE. His voice is as distinct and easy to listen to as it was all those years ago when it was first unleashed on an unsuspecting Irish listenership on that day at Croke Park 67 years ago. Finally, I'd like to pay tribute to Micheál Murhertig, the family man. His wife Helena is here today, and while Irish sport and the medium of radio has always meant a huge amount to him, there's nothing he has valued more in his life than his family and his health. He and Helena have brought up 8 children. They've put down roots across the country and indeed across the world, and that keeps Micheál on the move. And there can't be too many men of his age with the energy, the vitality, and the lust for life that Micheál continues to show into his 87th year. For people like myself who are so grateful every day to work in a job that allows us to revel in our greatest passion, all we can do is merely attempt to reach the consistent standard of excellence that the likes of Micheál O'Hare, Bill McLaren and Barry Davies, and this man standing to my left here today, they seem to set those standards almost at their ease. I still bump into Micheál on a regular basis in the press box at Croke Park especially. From the resumption of the leagues on those bitterly cold evenings in February, he's still there, all the way through to the 3rd Sunday in September. He's there with a smile, the same joy, the same graw for the games that he always had. President, it is an honour and a privilege to present to you Mr. Micheál Murhertig as a worthy recipient of the Griffith College Professional Excellence Award.
Nish bhfuil fáilte go ráibh go dtí an cuidead den searmanas in an run for a cáilíochtaí náisiúnta, coláiste agus idirnáisiúnta Vic Lane and coláiste. I now welcome you to the part of our proceedings at which national and international awards will be conferred on students of the college, and I declare open this awards ceremony. Ira mar an talamh Diarmaid Hegarty, Uachtar an coláiste Griffith, cáilíochtaí náisiúnta agus idirnáisiúnta bhrunne ar na fálamóirí atá dar Herbert ag an coláiste. I call upon Professor Diarmaid Hegarty, President of Griffith College, to confer awards on the learners of this college, presented by the college for that purpose.
Now, let me explain the importance of it's a moment of transubstantiation when you cease to be graduands and become graduates. It's the one homage that we pay to the Latin language. Graduand is the gerund of the verb graduare. And those in the course of graduating, and you'll notice I've referred to you as graduands in my speech earlier. From this moment on, you should be referred to as graduates, those who are graduated, because this act now, the statement now, actually confers upon you that status. Harcan Kaloshi Grifa, agus cóla darbhú colíachta agus colíachtaí éireann, bronnam colíachtaí ar fearlamóirí an choláiste a bhain ceadán amach í leithna colíachtaí. Agus iarm go gcuirtear na fearlamóirí bhí mo bhráid chun gur féidir a gcuid pár a Herbert dóibh go fórmúil. Some of our graduates are in fact from outside Ireland. I'll state this for their benefit in English. On behalf of Griffith College and Quality and Qualifications Ireland, I hereby confer the awards on the learners of the college who've achieved the standards determined for those awards. And I ask that those learners be presented to me so that I may formally present them with their parchments.
Iarmanish Sinead Murphy, Stiorahor Corsa, Irahuri Herbert. I call upon Sinead Murphy, Programme Director with the college's Media Faculty, to present the candidates in respect of the faculty's Photography and Media Techniques programmes.
President, distinguished guests, graduates, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I'm grateful on this day, more than ever, to see our graduates stand together, having come from all over the world. We are indeed amongst winners, as the President has previously said. We have our SMedia winners, David Fogarty, Sports Photographer of the Year, Claudia Verdecchia for TV Production, James Keown for Photographer of the Year. I'm proud to live on such a progressive, forward-thinking little island, as demonstrated on May 22nd last year, when Ireland voted for love and equal rights in marriage. Hannah Tiernan won the Inspirational Arts Award for her project Equal, which she made as part of her graduate show. Hannah made this work in response to the referendum. It's an engaging and important piece of work, and I really look forward to seeing Hannah's work being brought to the international stage, as is her plan. And it's probably more important in this world now than ever. The class of 2016 was a class full of personality, which became all the more apparent when they hung their very different and personal work at the graduate show here in June. Your work made us smile and laugh uncontrollably. Thanks, John. It made us pause, it made us engage, and it even made us cry. Your hard work and your hard-working ethics and personalities had an effect. It had an impact on everybody that saw it and visited. That's powerful stuff. Use it wisely. You have already inspired and will inspire more than you've ever known. Your work has already been referenced by our current third years. This year we saw high-end fashion, a look into the world of pigeon people, commentary on surveillance, the stories behind abandoned animals, the Irish MMA story so far, man's impact on the landscape, Dublin, James Malton's Dublin, and the post-economic crisis and its effect on a small town in Italy. Simon Waltz also challenged us and challenged our perceptions on what a Muslim looks like with a stunning series of portraits of Irish Muslims. David Fogarty, our sports photographer of the year, wanted to make a project documenting MMA in Ireland. We insisted that Conor McGregor had to be in the project, which was a bit difficult for a while. Never one to turn down a challenge, Dave pushed to make this a reality. In semester 2, Dave came to me and asked could he have 3 weeks off college. 3 weeks. Naturally, I said no. Then I asked him what it was for, and he said, I was asked to video McGregor and the team in Vegas. Off you go, safe travelling, make sure you take lots of shots, was my response. I was so excited for him. So Dave went off and photographed the McGregor first fight and videoed it, and his images went viral. Cut to post-creative week, in the run-up to the Nate Diaz-McGregor remix, I'm driving along, listening to the wireless, and one of McGregor's teammates is on the radio talking about the pre-match tension, or PR as it was, and he said the best thing I've ever heard. Our photographer Dave Fogarty got hit in the head with a bottle. Never have I been so happy to hear those words. Obviously not the bottle part. But to hear that our photographer, Dave Fogarty, that was just such a fantastic thing to hear. We love to hear about your successes. Learn to live with, but not to listen to your creative monkey, as I call it. And don't enter into a solo career as a photographer. Leave here with a team around you. You've got really great people around you. It doesn't have to be a solo career. Stay in touch. I'm always here with an ear or to delight in helping you edit your work. Congratulations from myself, Michael, and all the rest of the team in the photography department. We're very, very proud of you. President, I call upon you to present the following candidates worthy of the QQI Award in the Certificate in Photography. Cheryl Bondi. Yuri Kawakami. And now for the candidates of the the BA in Photographic Media. John Paul Quigley. Justina Brazaskauta. John Carroll. Deirdre Fallon. Lauren Gaynor. Alexander Isas. Declan Kelly. Yusuf Kokola. Suniva Lervik. Giselle Daniela Sanguino Romero. Hannah Tiernan. Claudia Verdecchia. Tatiana Voloshna. And Simon Walsh.
Iramanish Barry Finnegan, Stewart Corsa, Nihirahori Elaine Kane Bachelor Aline Sanirishorok Herbert. I call upon Barry Finnegan, Programme Director with the College's Media Faculty, to present the candidates in respect of the Journalism and Visual Media programmes.
Ladies and gentlemen, President, distinguished guests, good morning. Graduates, as I see you sitting here today, I'm reminded of the discussions we've had, the essays you wrote, and the media you created. And it puts me to thinking of our faculty's mission statement, which goes like this. The Faculty of Journalism and Media Communications believe in the central role that an independent, critical, and reflective media has in underpinning democracy in modern society. We want to produce graduates who have the key skills and capabilities to succeed professionally in a rapidly changing creative and communicative sector, while demonstrating the academic and personal depth needed to also challenge and shape society for the betterment of all. Having lectured and tutored you and marked your work over the past number of years, I know that we have achieved our mission, and I know too that you have achieved yours, of acquiring the key technical media skills, as well as the ability to deliver on time, well-researched academic material, and quality media product of many kinds. That ingenuity, adaptability, and self-belief that required to successfully complete your course, you carry that with you for the rest of your lives, and of it, you should be rightly proud. It is that demonstration of adaptability and self-belief that will land you gainful employment in the ever-expanding and changing arena of the media industries. It's also worth remembering that of all the students nominated nationwide for the 2016 Annual National Student Media Awards, it's no surprise to me that 13% of all nominations and 11% of all prize winners nationwide came from your faculty. Griffith Media graduates punch way, way above your weight in terms of the size of your faculty and in terms of the size of the successful network of graduates of which you are now part. Intellectually and professionally, I want to say it was a pleasure to teach you. And today, I'm proud of your achievement and full of confidence for your future. And with your Griffith Media faculty qualification under your arm, I know that you should be too. President, I present to you the following candidates who have successfully completed programs in the Faculty of Journalism and Media Communications and are worthy of the QQI Award, and I request that you present their QQI parchment to them. John Anderson. Pierce Connolly. Colm Healy. Annalise Howarth. Collins Nimbwazwe. Diane O'Connor. Ciara Walsh. Luke Whitaker. Anne Blachon. Hazel Dathan. Clara De Bruyne. Jonathan Dungan. Mary Egan. Teresa Ekvid. Howard Rudd. Umesh Maharjan. Conor McKeough. Laura Murphy. Tra Mi Nguyen. Stephen O'Brien.
Iramanish an Dr. Neil Meehan, Count Diva, na Mick Lane, Ilana here came na diploma, August Maastruchtse, man side a chur in our loher. I call upon Dr. Neil Meehan, head of the college's journalism and media faculty, to present the candidates in respect of the college's postgraduate and master's programmes.
President, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, graduates. I would like to introduce our postgraduate cohorts, both full and part-time. These are the MA in Journalism and Media Communications, the MA in Journalism and Public Relations, and the Graduate Diploma in Journalism and Media Communications. We are dealing here with some firsts, and I'm not talking just about the graduates. Students studying for the MA in Journalism and Public Relations were the first to tackle this challenging new course. It combines the development of effective public relations strategies with awareness in depth of media practices and institutions. We are also marking the first 20 years of delivery of postgraduate journalism and communications programs here in Griffith. These enable learners to communicate effectively in person through print, broadcast, and digital media platforms. Our graduates are spread throughout media and communications industries these days. This full-time group are diverse and talented, from a range of academic and national backgrounds, including Brazil, Nigeria, and Germany. These differences were beneficial, as always in our experience, in encouraging critical understanding and mutual support. Succeeding in part-time academic education is also no mean feat, involving, as it does, 2 years of arriving for 2 or 3 evenings a week in college, while combining work and family commitments. It requires a determination to succeed that we are also celebrating here today. One very good example is David McIntyre, who you heard earlier, who arrived here after concluding a business studies degree, then went into corporate lending, as he said, in Ulster Bank, and then into the much more responsible area of sports journalism. This year I had the distinct pleasure of supervising second reading or witnessing the presentation of dissertation work. Dissertation by practice, usually in television or radio formats, was augmented this year by David Corsgadden, who ploughed a new furrow. He created the first edition of a domestic gardening magazine that he wrote, designed and edited from start to finish. Peter Kearney's efforts were not without incident. His video project involved setting up outside Maghaberry Prison in Derry and being surrounded by uniformed men with automatic weapons as he unzipped his suspicious-looking camera tripod. He, and perhaps more importantly, his story survived to tell the tale. Elisa Narbutas very ably critically examined misogyny in media coverage of the Amanda Knox case. Relatedly, Philippa Doyle examined the very important issue of the interaction of eating disorders with magazine and other depictions of women. Julie Edwards surveyed and critically examined young Irish people's attitudes to religious practice and belief. Oriella Oremo looked at social network sites usage by international college students and its effects on their academic and personal lives. While Eleanor Mannion looked at how the RTE newsroom is adapting to changes in news production and consumption, and her documentary, filmed on an iPhone, was broadcast by RTE. I would like to especially commend Aidan Priestley's video documentary on a charity marathon cycle event that was dedicated in memory of his sister, who unfortunately died in 2014. So these are not just academic, they're also deeply felt personal stories. This is just a small example, but you don't have to take my word for it. All of this excellent work by these students is available on go.griffith.ie, where if you browse by department, you can access all of this excellent work by all of these excellent students. The dedication and originality of students' work, which we are privileged to witness and to nurture, drives forward our teaching in a never-ending cycle, and itself becomes part of the story of Irish and international media. The graduates' inquisitiveness, open-mindedness, and tolerance are especially relevant in the world today, after yesterday. Staff should be thanked too. Jane Carrigan, the head of MA courses, was poached from us by DCU during 2016, and she was very ably and seamlessly replaced by Barry Finnegan. A special word of thanks to some unseen work behind the scenes to Brian May and Ryan Brennan, who have quietly and effectively developed student work placements over a number of years. This year, Amy Allen did an internship with UTV and has come on, and after that has been offered work and has taken a job with Allen Recruitment. We wish the graduates well for the future and would always welcome updates over the course of their professional lives. President, I present to you the following candidates who have successfully completed postgraduate programs in the journalism and media faculty and who are worthy of the QQI awards, and I request you to present their parchments to them. First of all, the MA in Journalism and Media Communications. Oriella Oremo. Rachel Carey. Susan Clark. David Corsgadden. Shona Dennis. Philippa Doyle. Katie Drea. Jad Gonzalez Ogida. Patricia Madden. Eleanor Mannion. Amy McCabe. Alyssa Narbutas. Richard Page. Aidan Priestley. Barbara Alexandra Suarez. Vincent Whelan. Now, the first ever cohort from the Masters in Journalism and Public Relations, Julian Longo Bencevengo. Rebecca Connolly. Blessing Magnus Duke. Julie Edwards. Lisa Kruger-Frank.
Iramanish Britt Berenson, Stewart Corsa, Nimic Lane, Elena Corsi, Darha Herbert. I call upon Britt Berenson, Programme Director, to present the candidates from the college's undergraduate interior design programmes.
Thank you. President, distinguished guests, graduates, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to congratulate our Springboard students with their achievements. A lot of hard work has been put into these programmes. We had a great mix of nationalities and ages from 20 right up to the mid-60s enrolled at our Springboard courses. This diverse group of students added greatly to the learning experience. Students showed a lot of dedication. Some students were commuting from great distances in order to attend classes. Christopher travelled from Galway, Sean from Letterkenny. Others completed their courses when working full-time. Aisling gave birth to her third child in May, and at the end of the second semester. Congratulations, Aisling. I would also like to congratulate our interior design and interior architecture students with their achievements. They are talented designers who have produced some amazing projects during their time here at Griffith College in a program of study that is very demanding. Their work was exhibited in May, and it was very evident how well put together it all was. Students show, again, very great dedication. Some commuting, others were working full-time. However, Anna showed an extraordinary commitment and ability. She gave birth in January, and following a very short maternity leave, she commuted in for Portlaoise in order to complete her studies in May. It's been great to see the students and their dedication and passion for the work and the design. So we wish them the best of luck with the future and the new career. President, I present to you the following candidates who have successfully completed programs in the design faculty who are worthy of the QQI awards, and I request you present the departments to them. Diploma in Building Information Modelling and Graphic Illustration, Olubanga Akarele. Sean Breslin. Case Bukatwa. Paula Chivers. Ala Dalub. Jane Darby. Paul Flanagan. Emer Kelly. Natalie Alornagan. Peter O'Brien. Rory O'Byrne. And Certificate in Entrepreneurship and Project Management in the Built Environment, Tom Walker. Diploma in Entrepreneurship and Project Management in the Built Environment, Richard Hayden. Stephen McGrath. Angela Muika. Dara Murray. Leanne Onsoli. The next one is a Bachelor in Interior Design, Nur Diana Binti Abu Sama. Johanna Björklund. Sweden. Samsul Safwan bin Samsudin. Kin Mo Tang. Jason Teeve. Malin Ydikskog McCormack. And Bachelor of Arts in Design and Interior Architecture, Maria Renate Lid Aasen. Cornelia Berg. Annika Breinholtz. Germany. Esther Kuglin. Anna Jakobset Hilton. Marcena Jurek. Carol King. Indra Caprita. Karina Lavuskavia. Sana Mohammed. Ingrid Nilsen. And Rosemary Seri.
Iramanish Jane Levy, Stewart Corsa, Nimic Lane, Elena Corsi Fashion Herbert. I call upon Jane Levy, Programme Director with the Design Faculty, to present the candidates in respect of the college's honours degree programmes in fashion design.
President, distinguished guests, graduates, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank our fashion graduates for attending today so that we can celebrate together. They are talented young designers with great ability, and it has been a privilege to witness their development over the past 3 years, showing extreme dedication and passion for their new career. At their press launch in May, their work was commended by the fashion industry and journalists. And since they have featured on TV3's Exposé, the Dublin Festival of Fashion, published in You magazine, the Sunday Independent, the Irish Arts Review, and in national press. And they have showcased their work in France and Germany. You can now find their collections selling in boutiques in Drury Street and the Paris Court Town Centre, and also be on the lookout for some high-flying designs, as I believe one brilliantly designed blouse, which was inspired by flight, with pattern construction that was so cleverly engineered that it accidentally took flight when a gust of wind blew it from a rather shocked designer's grasp. This year alone, our graduates won a great number of prestigious design awards. Just yesterday, it was announced that graduate Carol Ann Hughes's bridal collection has been shortlisted for the Wedding Journal Young Designer of the Year Award. And Sarah Murphy's collection, The Promised Land, has been nominated for the IDI Graduate Design Award, which will be announced this evening. And we wish them both the very best of luck. But even more important is their success securing work and placements, and the highly positive recommendations from the design companies that eagerly comment on their talent and all-round professionalism. Eddie Shanahan, chairperson of the Council of Irish Fashion Designers, commented on their strong business awareness that will help them progress their careers. The success of Griffith's Work Industry Awards has brought them experience and recognition to our graduates, helping launch their careers, and over the past few months, for some, their work placements have become permanent positions, as their skills have been recognised and valued. We wish them all the very best success, and we look forward to the following their careers and achievement. President, I present to you the following candidates who are worthy of the QQI Award for the BA Honours degree in Fashion Design. Romy Blenner-Hassett. Gillian Clark. Catherine Donoghue. Rachel Finan. Rebecca Hanratty. Carol Ann Hughes. Claude Knight. Emma Murphy. Sarah Murphy. Francesca Rem. Shauna Riley. Heather Owan. Emily Sherry. Iwona Irina Sporanska. Holly Walsh. Katie Wixton. Sylvia Zim.
Iramanish John MacDonald, Stewart Corsa, Nimick Lane, Elen Corsa Kema, Norach, Sajara Herbert. I call upon John MacDonald, Programme Director with the Design Faculty, to present the candidates in respect of the college's Honours Degree Programme in Interior Architecture.
President, distinguished guests, graduates, ladies and gentlemen. Today is one of the highlights of our academic year, and it is truly our pleasure to look out and see your fresh and familiar faces without all the hard work, the long days and the shorter nights etched on those faces. As I look out and see you all here, I'm reminded of our various adventures over the past year. Your research and project work allowed us to look at O'Connell Street and to gain an insight into the events that consumed Dublin 100 years ago. Most of you will recall a lively three-hour plus walking tour, as a matter of fact, of the North Inner City with local historian Terry Fagan, who was recently featured in the Irish Times. And we were privileged to get a look firsthand at his remarkable collection of memorabilia about those living in the North Inner City at that time and since then. Our research also took us on the path followed by those fleeing the burning GPO at the end of Easter week 1916, through lanes and alleyways that in some cases remain as they were, to the point of surrender. And by walking in the footsteps of those who inhabited the city then, we can gain greater insights into how we can contribute to Dublin in the future. And it's happening. Next year we will have the Luas connecting North and South Inner City. It's an exciting time as we again emerge from the cloak of the recession. So we wish you every success in your careers and in life, and hope you share in our good memories of the project work and the time spent collaborating together here at Griffith. So President, I present to you the following candidates who have successfully completed programs in the design faculty and who are worthy of the QQI awards, and I request you present their parchments to them. So I have Amira Al-Shatter. I have Araz Bakir Raza. Simona Sepankut. Nantip Chimpali. Amy Dinar. Daniel Dobos. Yelena Galansinkaya. Amna Ghani. Peace, I do. Ilona Kerete. Linda Marie McAlorum. Fabian Pereira. Lisa Riley. Kaisa Sutherland. Selena Tran. Peter Verserek. And Bianca Zazalowski.
Irmanish Deirdre Doherty, Count Doiva, Nimic Lane Elena Corsi, Ir Kemaha Sadara Herbert. I call upon Deirdre Doherty, Head of Faculty, to present the candidates in respect of the college's MA in Design programme.
Distinguished guests, graduates, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to congratulate all our design graduates today. This is the largest number of courses that the design faculty have ever run. There's no shortcuts in the road to success. All our design students will know that all too well. It takes a lot of hard work and dedication to get your degree. I'm delighted to say that majority of students that I've talked to today have already got gainful employment, and we were just discussing now the experience of the pressure of the industry. The education that you've received here at Griffith has equipped you with the necessary tools for supporting business to produce high quality design. As designers, we all need to continue to broaden our skill set as technology is continually changing at such a rapid pace. In the next 10 years, our graduates could be working in areas of design that we haven't even been invented yet. Designers today have to think about how you can prepare for the future in which traditional boundaries of design are redrawn. As you leave college, I would ask you all to remember these things, continue to embrace new methods and new technologies, be prepared to be adaptable as cross-disciplinary teams will thrive, and designers will have to become more entrepreneurial. The MA group I had the pleasure to work with. Some of them have been at Griffith College for over 3 years now, and I got to to work with them in their final projects. If Carlsberg did classes, this class would probably be the best class in the world, because from engaging with them, they worked so hard. They took on board advice, and they were very hungry to learn. Some of them took on very complex projects. At the start of the year, they worked with Selma Harrington in a project which worked on the restoration of an interior history museum located in Sarajevo. This museum can be seen on our website if anyone's interested in it. But then the work was then exhibited in Fumbly Exchange. The exhibit was called A Vision Through Tunnels, which examined the parallels of urban warfare and the use of tunnels that were used in the 1916 Rising in Dublin, and then the siege of Sarajevo that happened in 1992 to 95.
The students then, after doing such a complex group project, took on even more complex issues, social issues, Hannah taking on active ageing, which inevitably affects us all. And then Sulgi took on a project looking at the homeless issues in Dublin with trying to reintegrate young men again into the community. Then we had Carla, took on a very iconic building in Dublin, and she tried to apply the minimum size of apartments that set out by Dublin City Council to Liberty Hall, which is a refurbishment project. And then Linda took on the refurbishment of the gasworks and put an art and design and craft school. And Julie then, who lived in the halls of residence, wanted to create a student accommodation that you could make personal. So these are some of the complex projects that the students have done, and I've shared some of these work on Facebook. So if you look at the 3D work, they really have set the bar high for students continuing on. So, President, I would like to present the following candidates who have successfully completed programs in design faculty who are worthy of QQI awards, and I request you present their parchments to them for the MA in Design Interior Architecture. First of all, we have Carla Rennie Calais. Hannah Gerby. Linda Collin. Solgi Lee. And Julie Christian Thorson. Congratulations to you all.
Nish Iramer and Dr. Fiona Reardon, Count Dive, Micklein on Gorsa Diploma Trainala August Iderkish a Herbert. I call upon Dr. Fiona Reardon, Head of the College's Centre for Promoting Academic Excellence, to present the candidates from the College's QQI Awards in Training and Education.
President, distinguished guests, graduates, and graduates, friends and family of the graduates. Welcome to the graduation ceremony for the Masters in Arts and Training in Education and Embedded Postgraduate Diploma and Special Purpose Certificate programmes. This is a great day of celebration for all the graduates here today, but in particular this group of graduates who dedicate themselves to education. Their passion and commitment to learners is evident in their ongoing engagement with professional development. The group demonstrated resilience born out of their love for teaching and learning. Many friendships have been formed, which I know will sustain you all going forward by helping to fill your pedagogical souls. We know the programmes that you undertook were difficult and challenging, and we as a team admire your ability to push forward despite the personal and professional adversities that we know many of you had. Particular credit to Michael and Ada, who so well balanced the ongoing conflict between programme, career and personal commitments. Praise also to Mary, who had the added challenge of long-distance commutes to add to the mix. My crystal ball tells me I may be seeing some of you again as you progress onto the postgraduate diploma or master's programmes. And I'm looking especially at you, Declan and Deirdre. Our MA students were engaged in leading-edge research and projects, and I know their supervisors join me in congratulating them on their journeys, again under challenging circumstances of balancing their busy careers with teaching and personal commitments. So Tara, Tomash and Wendy, well done. I would like to give a special shout out to Wendy, who I know the President already mentioned. Wendy was presented, as you know, with the National Teaching Hero Award by Minister Bruton at Dublin Castle last week, along with Ryan Brennan, who, by the way, was a graduate of our CT, our certificate programme in 2015. So I hope you don't mind, but we're claiming all the Teaching Heroes success of Griffith College. Regardless of the path you choose, you all have one thing in common, and that is your unwavering and inspiring support for learners. I know I speak for the rest of the lecturing and supervisory team when I say that we're hugely proud and privileged to have shared this journey with you. And we confidently wish you every success in your future and look forward to our paths crossing often. President, I present to you the following candidates who have successfully completed programmes with the College's Centre for Promoting Academic Excellence and who are worthy of the QQI Award. I request you present their parchments to them. The Special Purpose Certificate in Training and Education, Declan Flood. Congratulations, Declan. Deirdre Palucci. Michael Neisel. Ada Nawanko. For the Postgraduate Diploma in Training and Education, Mary Harding. For the Masters of Arts in Training and Education, Tara Cheevers. Tomas Kasilik. Wendy Doyle.
Iramanish Geraldine McGing, Stjórhor Corsa, Nahirahori La Corsi Banishtieachti Ismi a Herbert. I call upon Geraldine McGing, Programme Director, to present the candidates from the college's SME management programmes.
President, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, graduates of the Certificate in SME Management, it is an honour to be part of your graduation, and congratulations to all of you on your success. I'd especially like to thank Liz Carroll, I know she's been mentioned already, and ISME members for the trust they've placed in us here in Griffith College to assist you with your projects. The economic market has changed considerably in the last number of years, especially for Irish SMEs. But change is constant, and it is our reaction to change that makes the business stand out. It is this programme and the aim of it to assist you in this change and to acknowledge what is happening in the market. The development plans you implemented for your businesses have been varied. Personal circumstances that had to be overcome, succession that was planned for and in some instances not planned for, accidental market opportunities, both national and international, and also the big task of ensuring that each of your businesses has correct policies, practices and procedures in place for events that you will predict and those that are not foreseen. As an example of one of the businesses here today, where Kurt identified an opportunity when oil was stolen from his back garden, and he's now a leading expert and an exporter of fuel management systems throughout the world. The group have been very supportive of each other. It was a great achievement when one of the companies confirmed their investment in another company on the course, where the sum of the two companies' expertise is now greater than the sum of the two parts. There was great banter in the class when this was announced to see who is the real boss. So that's remaining to be answered. We were delighted when a confectionery company who was on the course, when they brought in some of their products to us to act as guinea pigs to sample the products. And we're now waiting on the craft beer company that is now on the programme to bring in their products. The business road is long. Everything that you plan for is not always a success. But if you can make decisions based on relevant, correct information, at least you can stand over your decisions. I'm confident that the business owners who are here today are a microcosm of what is going to lead Ireland out of the recessionary times, and with this in mind, the country is in safe hands. President, I now present to you the following candidates who have successfully completed the Certificate in SME Management. Robert Bertolli. Philip Devlin. Karen Kelly. Clodagh McDevitt. Donal O'Sullivan. One Kerry man to another. And Kurt Reinhardt.
Coran Shokriach le Brunnan and Navachtani. This concludes the presentation of the college's award candidates. Tá anahas an isig an galáiste dúsin of runna, or is you the Dari Lobar Fiaush went to Mark and a good lane. The college now has the pleasure of announcing a number of prizes which are awarded to students who've achieved excellence in their studies. And I call upon Professor Dermot Hegarty, President of the college, to present these prizes. The following prizes are awarded in respect of the college's journalism and photography programs, and the first is awarded in respect of the BA in photographic media. The best academic achievement on the BA in photographic media program is awarded to John Carroll. The next prize is awarded in respect of the BA in journalism. The best academic achievement on the BA in journalism programme is awarded to Annalise Howard. The next prize is awarded in respect of the college's BA Honours in Journalism and Visual Media. The best academic achievement on the BA Honours in Journalism and Visual Media is awarded to Tra Mi Nguyen Huang. And the final prize in journalism is awarded to the student on the MA in Journalism and Media Communications programme. The best academic achievement on the MA in Journalism and Media Communications programme is awarded to Eleanor Mannion. following prizes are awarded in respect of the college's design and fashion programmes, and the first is in respect of the college's BA Honours in Fashion Design. The best academic achievement on the BA Honours in Fashion Design is awarded to Sarah Murphy. And the following prize is awarded in respect of the BA Honours in Interior Architecture. The best academic achievement on the BA Honours in Interior Architecture is awarded to Katerina Sunderland. And the final prize is awarded in respect of the college's training and education programmes. The best academic achievement on the postgraduate diploma in training and education is awarded to Mary Harding. This concludes our prize-winning categories. Anish, le brunnen and avachtaní creachtnahe, boal an fáilte fui le, hort the Mícheál Mura Hertig, Lauert Leonard Camaha. Now that the students have been conferred with their awards, I would like to invite Mr. Mícheál Mura Hertig, and holder of the Griffith College Professional Excellence Award, to address the graduates.
A hídse, a uachtaráin, a loch léin, agus a loch lent. Is mór an ordom sa ben o'r masg yn nhw, agus tasta sa beth a gomad o ddywele. Ta'n ffyrfeich dit uachtaráin agus dyn gláiste yn o card seo a cael o'r lip. In a way it reminds me of a match. The wonderful sight that I had before me since I sat down there. We've the spectators on the stand behind. We have the experts behind us here, managers and psychologists and dietitians and all. We've the most important section of all down on the level playing field. Na scolari. I reckon about 150 of you. That means to 75 aside. No substitutions needed. You hold a certificate proclaiming that each and every one of you have been successful. And that could be easily read on your faces as you came up here to accept your certificate from the President. It's úntach an ócáid. The spectators, like at a match, they're with you all steps of the way. What you've attained today is another step in the road of progress. Doesn't mean at all that you go to a full stop. You carry on and seek to make it better than whatever you find yourselves in. I think it's always a good thing to look back for inspiration to make the future better. Now, from the first time I set foot in the convent in Dingle a few years ago, with a teacher, a young nun, very good-looking nun. We knew her as Sister Kevin. But in those times, they weren't allowed to reveal who they really were. We didn't discover until she retired a few years ago, she has passed on since then, that she was one of the Potts family from Dublin. Famous at music, seems to be hereditary. If she was starting nowadays, she'd have her musical instruments in the class and it would be much better. But to come back to progress, I think it's fantastic the number of people that go on now to third level in this country. I think as a race, a nation, we have a great interest in education. And I look back one time, what was it like at the beginning of the century that's passed, the one lots of us knew, the 19th century, 20th century and so on. In the year 1900, the academic year of 1899, 1900, UCD were aspiring to have 100 students. Shin Maravisha. Sister colleges in Cork and Galway, neither had yet reached the magical figure that they were looking for of 50 students. When you compare that to the vast thousands in third level education today, is féidir ará go cinnte ghuill dul chun cín déanta. The desire to progress further, that's what makes life interesting and makes it better for more and more people as the years go on. Now, the bhí buinte gomsa le cúrsaí spóirt, cúrsaí creaalta, that too has changed. Tá sé rá to be an gach tosnú log every beginning is weak. But when we achieved self-government in this country in 1923 after a long lapse without it, there was no radio station in Ireland. Our neighbours had one, the BBC, the Vishens and Vrying, the Vishes of Garmoin, Vishes of Spoins and Nidal in many places, as gone out as Vish in America. But our first government said, we too, politicians are often accused of making promises that they don't fulfill. We too will have our own radio station. We too will have electricity in this country. Those promises were fulfilled and many more. They didn't succeed in achieving them all, but as long as the big effort is made. Ireland's first radio station went on the air on the 1st of January 1926. Agus an céad gotha cúigeach microphone, tháinig sé ó Douglas de Hide, who was later to become the first president of Ireland. He was a member of the Church of Ireland. He was a man that spoke and wrote poems and other things, as Gaeilge and as Berle, a native of Roscommon, and a very popular man. Sin é an céad gotha cúigeach. Very ambitious. We'll be on the air every day for 2.5 to 3 hours. Ambition at the time. Nothing existed before it. Maradot maybe an gach tosnú log. And it began. And I encourage every one of you, whatever position you take up, have a little bit of enterprise. Be in search of ideas. What would make this better? And one of the few people employed at the time in the GPO in Dublin, it was run by the government of Post and Telegraphs. His name was P.S. O'Hegarty from the rebel county of Cork. The bhí smuoin of a gap. In the month of August that year, the radio station known as 2RN was now only 8 months old. Agus the bhí smuoin of a gap. Out the door he went from the GPO, up to wherever the GA had an office at the time. I would say it was a room in some place in Jones's Road. As the tháinig sé isteach agus de réir na mion túriscí bhí sé caint as Gaeilge, he spoke to whoever was there, tá smuoin of a gun. And his idea was a novel one. On the following Sunday, Kilkenny were hurling Galway out there. And we have equipment that would make it possible to have a man present. He could speak about what was happening, and anyone in Ireland that has a wireless, radio was known as wireless in those days, would know instantly what was happening. Now, it was a revolutionary idea. Besides the telephone, there weren't many telephones in those days. There was no other way of knowing the result of a match or an occasion until somebody who was present came home. As dúirt na daoine bhí barca crocaí, bunne mí tríolas. And on the following Sunday, a commentator was put among the people on the sideline. There used to be sideline seats, stools really. He was among those, and in his own memoirs it stated, as soon as the referee threw in the schlitter, an engineer tipped me on the shoulder, hung a harness around my neck, and he said, "Fire away." And he started talking about the wonders he was seeing there and whatever came into his mind. But the interesting thing, that was the first sports event anywhere in the entire world that went out live on radio. And this coming from a young 8-month-old institution. So years of experience is not necessary once you get an idea. Don't keep it to yourself. Give it to others. What do they think of it? If it's rejected, it's no crime. Think again. Keep going. And see what the industry sports broadcasting is today the world over. As the hosnig sé sin, le duine bháin is stiggins an GPO ag rá tá smaoine bhagam. As the bhí sé de orm sa go raibh mé in san saoil sin. It has developed well in Ireland. Not alone is there a second radio station, there are 43 stations in Ireland now. And it took time before somebody had another idea. Why not have a second one? Why not have TG Cahal? Why not have Radio na Gaeltacht? Why not have local ones? The Harla Shekalea. Now that's possible and been enacted in all fields. Tá sé in san ollscoil. And again, what I would love to see the day come when third level is inclusive of all strands of society in the country. There's still a minority that have not been captured yet by the wonders of education. And rather yen and shed it. And I think it's the work of the people running the institutions to think of ways and means. Number one, of getting the parents of those interested. Very often it's hereditary. The parents never understood education, never thought that this is for all of us. Once we convert that generation, their children will follow. Tucha sé sin. Now, mar a dúirt me, tá áthas ar an bheithin seo, tá an lá fada, tá sé an a hanimhach, agus it's like an All-Ireland medal, tá me dul bhile le testas. Níl hille le rágamach cógádach sa dhéanamh le. To congratulate everyone that decided to do a course, that selected a course. Maybe halfway through you changed to another. There's nothing wrong with that either. But you were interested in giving it a try. Now you have it. And other steps to be taken. We wish you all the very best. Críoch nóig me le focail amháin eile. As dearm a gcóna dhé. Tá míad go léir le chéile. We all depend on each other. Scá chéile bhar na daoine, agus go meramid bio an am sharísh, which means on graduation day next year or on days like this, may we all be alive and well and looking forward to another match like we witnessed here today. Go raibh míle maith agaibh a chomhair.
Go raibh míle maith agat. Iana Erica, a gcuine uaisle, chuirm críoch leis an searmanna seo chun dámhachtaí a bhronna ar Aulamóiream Coláiste, bear an buchas libh go léir. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the ceremony for the purpose of conferring awards on the graduates of the college. My best wishes and thanks to you all. On behalf of the college, I would like to invite all of the guests of the graduates here today to enjoy a glass of wine, a cup of tea or coffee, and some refreshments immediately afterwards in the college's restaurant downstairs. I would ask the graduates to bear with us for a few more moments of their life while we capture on film just how beautiful they look today in our class photographs. Once the photographs have been taken, the graduates can rejoin their guests and celebrate their achievements together in style. I would like to remind the graduates that our graduation party will take place this evening in Copperface Jack's in Harcourt Street, and that it opens at 10 o'clock. And we hope to see you there. Please stand for the academic procession.